Hey guys, this is Jamie Little Tallulah, and I am here for a very quick, cute tutorial for a snowman. I showed him in my video several videos back now in a Christmas junk journal, and so I'm here to show you how to do it. It's very, very simple. It's very easy. And then I'm going to do another video that shows you how to do the girl. So this is the cute, cute snowman. Is he not adorable? Right. He's adorable. How cute is that? Oh, very simple, very simple. If you have, it's all basically with circle cutters. And if you don't have any circle cutters, you could obviously use dies, or you could simply just take your piece of paper and, or some jar lids and make circles in the appropriate size. So I'm going to show you the equipment that we are going to use, which is very, very simple. I have some chalk edgers. You can use whatever colors you want. I'm going to use red and green by Prima. One is Rose Ruby and the other is Summer Field, so if you like that. I have some Marvies. But you can use your alcohol markers, you can use crayons, colored pencils, anything you want. Some glue. You could use tape, but I prefer using the glue. And obviously you're going to need some pattern papers, some white paper, because it is a snowman, of course, and some circle punches. So for this snowman, I've used this Marvy punch. You see the Marvy punch? It is a huge one. I think this is the 3 inches or 3.5 inches. I'm not quite sure. So you just want to pick circles. They don't have to be a particular size. You just want to pick circles that will match. I used this Fiskars, and I believe it's 2 inches or 1.5 inches, something like that, punch. Okay. You just want something that's in proportion. And then I used the small Fiskars punch, and I believe this is a 1-inch punch. Yeah, 1-inch punch. Okay, so that's what you need as far as equipment goes. Now I've gone ahead and cut out, and you need a pair of scissors. I've gone ahead and punched out my circles using my little things here, and I'll tell you how many you need. You need 1 white one for the body. You need 1 of the medium white ones for the head. You need 1 of the smaller white ones for the hat. And then you need the same size that you use for the body, so whichever size you're going to use for your body. You need a pattern paper one, okay? Then you need whatever size you used for the head, you need a pattern paper one, okay? And then I have a little quick tip so that you can get the brim of his hat. I used this piece of paper and I went ahead and cut out the hat circle. And then you see how you have this piece of strip here that's left? All you need to do is just go ahead and cut right here, get your straight line, and I'm not going to use that white band on the paper, I'm going to cut that off, and then just cut it basically a square that's the same size as your circle. So you use that piece of scrap, and then you have some left over. Okay, so just do that, and then you have the little headband that you need for the band that you need for your hat. So let's get to it, because that's basically it, ladies and gents. So take your, let's do this first. Let's go ahead and do the band, since we have that, and then we'll do the hat, and then move on to the body. So I'm just going to take a corner rounder. You could do this with scissors. I'm just going to take the corner rounder, and I'm going to make the band, you know, how you have the round part. Now you can make a top hat, you could do all kinds of things. So you could cut this, cut it square, and make a little top hat. I'm just going to use like a toboggan. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all these corners and round them all up. So then you're left with this. So you have this little piece here. Very cute, very simple. Ink it up. And I'm going to use green this time. Doesn't matter. Ink that around. And then I'm going to take the band, and you could do one of two. Well, I typically just kind of fold it in, not quite half, so you have more than one side. You know, it's an uneven side. Just cut that in half. Okay. You know, cut that. And I like to use the bigger side because I want his hat bigger. And then the other piece you can either throw away, but why? Just go ahead and make a second one. So I'm going to put that aside. Get your glue out, and then just go ahead and layer up your band on your hat. So very simple. So you're just going to take your band and layer it to the depth that you want. Okay? Put some glue on it. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. So there you have a little toboggan. There's a little hat. Okay, there's this little hat. Now, all you have to do is go ahead and you could leave it white, but I'm going to ink it up. Let's do red. I'm going to ink it up in red. Use this little Prima chalk in Rose Ruby. No, it's not Rose Ruby. I'm sorry, it's Rosebud. Do this little hat here. And, you know, you could put a bling on it. You could put a pom-pom. Put a little bit of glue. Just a little bit of glue there. You could do all manner of things. And then just stick it on. Place it the way you like it. You know, if you're using wet glue, you got to give it a minute to set up. And I am actually using Eileen's tacky glue. And I'm going to do it this way because I'm going to flip the video around. So I'm using Real Deal Tacky Glue Craft Essentials. Oh, this by Joanne. I'm sorry, it's not Eileen's, it's Joanne's. And all I did was put it in a smaller tube. So there's my hat. I'm going to move that over to the side really quickly. Put my little thing here. Next thing I want to do is do his clothing, because you got to get his clothing on. So this is a real simple process as well. Take your circle, the body circle, figure out which way you want your design to go. Now in this case, my design doesn't really make a big deal. In this, you are going to fold in half. So fold your circle in half. Fold it, fold it, fold it. Okay. And if you're not good at freehanding, then you could go ahead and draw this. But I'm just going to turn it over, and I'm going to do the top part of his vest. So I'm just going to take it to this side. Can you see? I'm just going to take it here, and I'm just going to cut a little piece like that. And then I'm going to flip it on the other side. And this is the bottom of his vest, so I'm going to take a bigger chunk out of it. So it kind of looks like a football potato or whatever. And then when you open it, it'll look like this. So you'll have the smaller piece at the top, smaller opening at the top, and the bigger opening at the bottom. You can go ahead and ink that up as well. So I'm going to use red. So we have our red and green. I'm dreaming of a white. Now y'all know I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas because I hate cold. I'm dreaming of a balmy Christmas. Okay, now I want the small point at the top. So then all I'm going to do is take some glue again. And like I said, you could use tape. I like the wet glue because it gives you a little bit of time to work it around. And I'm not always so, you know, what can I say? Exact and precise when I try to put stuff together. So, and then you just line it up. So once you line the edges up, it pretty much falls into place. What kind of word is that? Falls into place. And so then you got a little vest. See? See? You got a little vest. He's so cute. Right. Then you're going to take the middle piece, the middle circle, which is your head, and you could put it straight on, you could angle it, so put a little glue at the bottom, or if you want to, you could put it here, so you could get it on here instead of on your actual circle, and then kind of put your circle down. You can put it down as far as you want, or not. Get that on there. So we're almost done with our little snowman. He's so cute, right? All right. Okay. So let me go faster. Then you decide how you want to place his hat. I'm going to give him a little crooked hat over there like that. And you might want to remember to keep your glue upside down, which I forgot. So now I'm like waiting on the glue to come out. So I'm going to give him a little cockeyed hat like that. And if you want the hat to sit further down, just cut your piece in smaller. So if you want it to sit further down on his head, so I'll just do an example in the back. You can cut it more. So, for example, you could cut it like that. So it sits like way like that on his head. But I kind of like to make his hat stick up like he's cool man Santa. Yeah. I said snowman because he's not Santa. So there he is basically. Now, the rest things you could go do is put on a little face. So I'll put on a little face real quick. I'm going to use a black pen. You could use a Marvy. You could use whatever. So I'm just going to go and give him some coal eyes. Whoa. I can see clearly now. My eyeballs are on. I can see all the snow in the air. Ah, yes. See, now I can't get copyright infringement videos because the singing is mine. And you can give him some little eyebrows. So, hey, dude. Oh, he looks a little sad that way, don't he? Oh, well. We'll give him a bigger smile. See, now he looks devious. Now he looks devious. He has a little devious smile. All right, and then I'm going to put some Marvy. I got a Marvy. Give him a nose. And then you could do the same thing with beads. You could add beads. You could add buttons for eyes. You could do bling or whatever you want. Okay? And then you could go all out. You could add some stickles and glitter and all that stuff. So there's the cute little snowman. He's adorable. I love him. Yes, yes. See? Snowman, snowman. So he's very simple, very easy to make. And if you make some, I would love to see it. Do a little video, do a little picture. You could use him for a tag, a cover, a card. If you use smaller circles, you know, you could do a whole little family. So cute. Thanks for watching. Off to do the second video. Happy holidays.